Lama Domba Chumdende, Deshin Shepanda, Chumbayan, Dabazo, Fan Jawa, Shaja, Tuva, La, Cha, Zalaja, Njio, Lama Domba Chumdende, Deshin Shepanda, Chumbayan, Fan Jawa, Shaja, Tuva, La, Cha, Zalaja, Lama Domba Jumdende Deji Shabada Yangda Ba Zobe Sang Jaja Duwa La Jaza Lo Juza Jazu Ju Daya Ta Omo Mone Mone Maha Muna Yesu Daya Daya Omo Mone Mone Maha Muna Yesu Daya Daya Omo Mone Mone Maha Muna Taya Taya Omo Mone Mone Maya Mone Yeso Taya Taya Omo Mone Mone Maya Mone Yeso Taya Taya Omo Mone Mone Ma Mone Yeso Taya Taya Omo Mone Mone Maya Mone So the just for a brief introduction, the Severian practice, there which like the 7 important parts of the car, or aeroplane is that say to carry, that carries that which brings you there, place where you wish to be. So that there's 7 very important things that which creates enlightenment. So I mentioned just brief the prostration that Lama Tsongkhapa himself, then she did many hundred thousand prostration at Waka Chulung. Generally in the everyday life, then Waka Chulung many hundred thousand prostrations. So then you see the by reciting Tathagata's name. So first saw Tathagata Buddha in the cave, but without heads, without the head, just the body, but not without head. At the beginning, so then Lama Tsongkhapa added Teshin Shakpa, Tathagata, Tathagata, Teshin Shakpa, gone as it is. So gone as it is. So means you see it's talking about omniscience. You see, gone means direct directly seeing, and the emptiness of all the phenomena. So gone where? It's gone to emptiness of all the phenomena. The sky of the emptiness of all the phenomena is gone. See, like a bird flew away. So from the ground, went off. Is gone. The skies of emptiness is gone. As it is means earth phenomena are empty. They're not. They don't exist from their own side. You see, so they're empty of existing from their own side. You see. So directly seeing. See, every directly seeing the emptiness of all the phenomena at the sky. See there. Of course, omniscience, directly seeing all the emptiness, all the ultimate emptiness of all the phenomena. At the same time, also seeing the truth for the absolute mind. You see, seeing the emptiness of the vase, directly seeing the emptiness of the vase. At the same time, the same mind seeing the mind seeing the vase as well at the same time directly. So truth for the absolute mind. You see. Kunzukji Temba. So that, so the mind seeing the Temba and Kunzuk Temba. So truth for the absolute mind, emptiness of the vase, and the vase itself, the truth for the absolute mind. Other one is the person, truth for the absolute mind, absolute wisdom. Second one is the truth for the absolute mind. So it's directly seeing both. So that that's only the Buddha's special qualities. So that's so something like that. The omniscience is we directly see the emptiness of all the phenomena. See also the I don't know. I'm not sure the English convention truth. I'm not sure that's quite confusing. I'm not sure the truth for those mind. So they directly seeing it. But in the view of the so the in the view of the absolute wisdom, seeing the ultimate nature emptiness, in the view of that, that doesn't see the truth for the absolute mind. So, so anyway, this the debate is there's some so you said that. So how anyway the I forgot. So Teishin Shakpa. So then Lama Tsongkhapa added this name, Teishin Shakpa, to every Buddha. See. So you see, Teishin Shakpa. So directly seeing, the Buddha's mind, you see, directly seeing emptiness of all the phenomena. You see, in eco meditation, you see, in emptiness, immovable forever from the emptiness. The Buddha's mind, you see, omniscience, immovable from the directly seeing emptiness in ego meditation in the emptiness, but immovable is forever. That. But at the same time, you see, but at the same time, so so this seeing the existence, truthful obscure mind, the those phenomena, and the so and say seeing us every sentient beings mind and needs and the sufferings, all our sufferings, the level of intelligence and the karma and every single thing, the natural thoughts and wishes and every single can see the as numberless sentient beings, at the same time, whilst eco meditation and this forever, immovable, then at the same time I see so then you see revealed as then manifests just like the one sun in this universe. There's only one sun shines, but its reflection goes into every water, ocean, and water drop is water dew, and every single water, even water dew, you see, every single water, whether it doesn't have cover, so the reflection goes everywhere. You see, what this one sun rises, but it doesn't have thought. I'm going to reflect every single water. It doesn't have that thought. You see. So naturally, it happens naturally. You see. There's no effort in that. So the Buddha's working for us sentient beings that without an effort. You see, so when they collected by having generated bodhicitta, develop compassion to us sentient beings. Then you see, collected bodhicitta, the collected merits for 3 countless great eons. Bears so much hardship. The charity, his holy body made charity to numberless sentient beings. Numberless sentient beings made charity. His limbs and his entire body, like he gave the whole body to the 5 Taka family who are dying starvation, like that. You see. Like that. That's not the only one. The numberless time, numberless times he made his holy body charity to sentient beings, like that. So we practice the parameter of charity like that, not to achieve enlightenment for us sentient beings, to do perfect work, to us sentient beings without a slight mistake, working for us sentient beings without slight, to not make slight mistakes. You see, to do perfect work to us sentient beings. So and did charity. You see, practice charity, giving his holy body to the sentient beings. Is not only giving the 5 Taka family, the Nepal Nama Buddha, not on that, like that, numberless times. For 3 countless great eons did that. Then practice the morality, is pure morality for 3 countless great eons. For 3 countless great eons, for us sentient beings, for you, you see, for everyone else. See, Buddha did that. Practice charity, to achieve enlightenment, so that he can perfect work to us and guide us. So then, practice charity for 3 countless eons for us. You see, and then practice morality, pure morality, the 3 countless eons. Amazing, with the bodhicitta, so like that. So he had to Buddha, how much big hardships for us sentient beings to be able to benefit us, to be able to do perfect work to us sentient beings, okay, by achieving enlightenment. So then practice. You see, practice patience, parameter patience for 300 years. Oh, amazing! There was one story, in the forest, but I don't remember the full story. Maybe some of you can remember. I'm sure that. So the king's wife, went to the forest and then met Buddha and followed Buddha. And that then king can look for You see, then I know that I forgot the details. So the king cut. What are you doing? I'm practicing patience. Then they cut one limb. Then what are you doing? Then they cut another limb. What are you doing? I'm practicing. Then they cut another limb. Then all this battle. Then this body. Then even this was true. Was thrown in garbage. Thrown in garbage dump. Garbage dump. You know, the garbage place. From the then this body made a charity. Even the main body was left charity to number thousands ants made charity. This even this body was left. So that is it. So this is what how Buddha sacrificed. During the Buddha time, see, practice parameter charity. See, that's for us. For whom he did it? For us, sentient beings. Okay? For us, sentient beings. For you, for us. See? We must know that. Okay? Very important. Buddha did that. So, see, if you know what Buddha unbelievable hardships, to achieve enlightenment for us, to be able to perfect, no mistakes, you see. Then we will get to make it some courage to practice Dharma, to sacrifice life, to bear hardships, to practice Dharma, to bear, hunger, thirst, hot and cold, you see, to bear hardships, So, you see, some encouragement. So, see, each Dharma, each Dharma practice a very, very comfortable life, and then see nothing said. Then kind of lazy and kind of lazy life is a lazy kind of. And that there's no result, you see, and there's no result in the life, no realization. So however, see, so everyone who achieved enlightenment, numberless Buddhas who achieved enlightenment, all by bearing hardships achieved enlightenment. Nobody is about live a comfortable life. Nobody achieving. So when they being laziness and distraction, only by being hardship, then achieving enlightenment. Everyone who achieved enlightenment, for example, how Milarepa, achieved enlightenment in a brief life, in a brief lifetime, this is time, but you see, how so much hardships, Even after he built the tower 3 times, 9-story tower, he was asked by the Guru Marpa, build, finish, then again tear down, bring the stones back to the same place from where he brought. Marpa asked you that. No, there was no porter or no. You can't hire other people. You see, only the himself. Yeah, Marpa didn't hire other people. Didn't hire porters, or Milarepa didn't hire other porters. You see. So so the dinosaur tower still exists. Yeah, still exists. Yeah, in Tibet, people can go to see it. But I didn't make it. Those last times pilgrimage. Yeah. So anyway, but it's good to go to. It's good to go to see in the future. Maybe that's why everyone's able to make. So so I think it's very, very important how Buddha appeared so much. How the Buddha who is working for us, guiding us now to bring the enlightenment, how he sacrificed unbelievable. So then 3 countless great eons, you see, then practice patience and that, like that, as I said. So that, sorry, this is getting longer talk, but so anyway, the guru, guru of the Lama, I think. The in ceremonies in Tibet, you see, there's ceremonies that mention there's huge mountain, way up there on the top, nearly on the top. I'm not on the top of the. There's one hermitage. I've forgotten the Lama. Name the Lama. Trukamba, that's right, you're right. So Jetrukamba, Jetrukamba, that's right. So I'm now forgetting many names. I think later I won't remember even my name. Sooner or later, I think. Anyway, so if somebody asks what's your name, who are you? I say I'm nobody. Nowhere, nobody. Anyway, so Jetrukamba, has one guru. His name is Acharya, I think. I don't know what he looks like, Sadhu, I'm not sure. Name is Acharya. Atsara, no, Atsara, not Acharya, Atsara. So anyway, this oh, maybe I think Java in Sabah, I'm not sure. Java in Sabah, maybe Java in Sabah. So it's, one of the gurus is Jetongaba or Java in Sabah. So this guru Acharya is alone in the forest in Tibet. You see, he was reading Dharma text. Then sometimes he was doing like this. There was nobody there. Only he was doing like this. And so then his disciple, I think Jidukamba or Ensaba, maybe Jidukamba, but saw from very far, his guru alone reading text, and sometimes he was doing like this. So he was. So then one day, maybe Jidukamba asked his guru Acharya, what are you doing? You are alone and you're doing like this sometimes. So then Guru Acharya said that he was reading the Buddha's life story, and then he saw this part of practice patience there, and then charity and patience. So then he cut the limbs. The king cut off them. Then this was thrown the garbage dumps. Then charity this for thousands of ants. So then you see the guru Acharya. Oh, you're worthwhile being son. See, being worthwhile being son. So he was pointing like this. It's good, you see. I don't know, some countries better, I'm sure. But it is means this means bad, yeah. This means bad. This means bad. This means good. Okay. Anyway, so he was. So he said he was reading this part of chapter. You see, and saying, "Oh, but you see, it was worthwhile being son. Made worthwhile being son." That you see, so that mentioned. He was reading this section, so worthwhile. Even the letter of the body, changed to many thousand ends. So anyway, so that's how Buddha achieved enlightenment. You see. So for how Buddha bear hardships for us. So anyway, then you see Buddha saying then practice perseverance for 3 kinds of years, and then concentration, then wisdom. So they say there's 10 parameters, there's 6 parameters like that. However, then they say, so then you say complete. Then you see the merit of wisdom, merit of virtue. The issue is also no talk. The all the what is needed. If you're going to $1 billion project, you need $1 billion. So like that here, you see 3 kaya, Dhammakaya, Rupakaya, you need to complete the merit wisdom, called Dhammakaya, merit virtue, called Rupakaya. So so unmeasurable. So you need to complete all that. See, so it's complete all that. You see, the practicing this is parameters for 3,000 3 kinds of eons, and then it's Dhammakaya, Rupakaya. So that you see, and then now I say so to then able to see offer us each and every single sentence, each and every single sentence. There's each and every single human beings, each and every single ants, each and every single fish, each and every single flies, so that every single worms, I mean every single, no matter how tiny, you can see one through a macrofiche or telescope, you can see small to see, including that, and everything, every so that okay. So to guide us, to bring us to enlightenment. So then, so so here this, of course, this talk, what I'm saying now, it's also relates to Guru Yoga, relates to how the Guru guide us, into being. So then you see. So it's it was the talk goes also to that, so how Buddha guide us, how Buddha has been guiding us. So there's no other way to point out except how we are guided by the Guru. How guided by the Guru. So so there's no other to point out. To see, so. To accept that. So so there's the Guru says what the Guru does to us, giving on the vows and this, partly much about this, about there's got the Sutra, the commentary, the all transmissions, those things, and then the Tantra, the initiation, the commentaries, the advice, and so they say. Saiba. But so see that definitely even oral transmission, if you even 4 or 5 syllable of mantra oral transmission definitely leads you to enlightenment. Definitely it leads to you to enlightenment. So even 3 syllable amount definitely, but granting the all transmission definitely brings you to enlightenment. So no question about all other things, you see. So so then then you see even the Guru scold you, then it eliminates your obstacles of life. Then you see even the Guru beats you, then you see purify negative karma, maybe bit to purify the heavy negative karma. So then so things that. So even these things, not only giving treatment, but even these things only benefiting you. So that is the so so they will see, so it brings to enlightenment. You see, whatever it does, it brings so let's say, so who are showing the path, who are showing the path, you see, eliminating the darkness of ignorance by showing, giving the light of Dharma, eliminating the darkness of your ignorance and the so you are liberated from the prison of samsara, you see, all that. So so these what this guru is doing is it definitely brings you to enlightenment. So then doing the actual work, and then so if these are not Buddha's action, what they're doing to you, then there's nobody else to point out. Then if these are not Buddha's action, and these are not this is not Buddha, these are not Buddha's actions. These are actions of numberless Buddhas. These are actions of all the Buddhas. Numberless Buddhas who are guiding you. If these numberless Buddhas. If not them, then there's nobody. Then Buddha guiding you. Buddha bringing you enlightenment. Buddha guiding you. Buddha working for a sentient being. Then you see, then it becomes as it becomes telling lies. It becomes so so Bodhisattva working. So you can understand that, you can see Bodhisattva working for sentient beings. But when they become Buddha, when you become Buddha, then when they become Buddha, then you stop working for sentient beings. You kind of or you become Buddha, you become non-existent, or you see when you become Buddha, Bodhisattva, I think you believe working for sentient being. Okay, you believe. I think that's easy to believe Bodhisattva working for sentient being. But then when you become Buddha, then become non-existent. Buddha become non-existent. You see, like clouds disappear in the sky. So that or they stop working for sentient beings when they become Buddha. So that you see. So the so the motivation bodhicitta from, you see, before entering the Mahayana path of enlightenment, from very beginning, you see, when you're practicing Mahayana teaching, you see the bodhicitta, so to reach enlightenment for sentient beings. So then now here, then you did this for many lifetimes, for the path, actual realization, Then when you become Buddha, not working for sentient beings. So see, because very strange, because when everything is not true, you see, become that. You see, if the numberless Buddha is not working for you, if numberless Buddha is not if they are not looking, not guiding you to enlightenment. If numberless Buddha is not guiding, if one Buddha is not looking after you, not looking after you, not guiding you to enlightenment, then that means numberless Buddhas. Numberless Buddhas would be working for you. So it becomes like that. If Tara is not working for you, if the Shakyamuni Buddha is not working, not guiding you to enlightenment, then that means numberless Buddhas are not working for you. See, we same. So that becomes very strange. See, here these gurus, ordinary beings, they bring you to enlightenment, but Buddhas not working. Buddhas, you see, not doing anything to you. So it becomes very strange. They have all the qualities, but bring nothing. They have omniscience, they have completed their mind, holy mind, compassion to all sentient beings. They have completed perfect. They have completed the perfect power to the perfect world to ascend in bliss. They did everything, but after they achieve all this, do nothing. So they say, so it looks like say, so it become very strange. Or they become non-existent, or they have no compassion to you, or see. I mean, sort of say, or say, so it sounds like Buddha's went to sleep or something. You see, so say. So anyway, it becomes very strange. See, so then you see. Then it's not true. Also, bodhisattvas working for sentient being. So they send bodhicitta to achieve enlightenment for sentient beings. You see, they bring all these hardships to practice this parameters of this. So, let's see, it would be true. See, this. So that means you see, yeah. So not true. What the goal, you see. Then it becomes like that. You see. They doing something. They're doing something which is not possible. It become like that. To do perfect work to our sentient beings. The purpose of achieving enlightenment to be able to do perfect work to our sentient beings. Okay, so that's that. So, so anyway, so therefore, yeah. So there are numberless Buddhas. You see, there are numberless Buddhas. You see. The numberless Buddhas, you see, every second, and there's no 1 second that the numberless Buddhas not thinking of you. Not thinking of you, not paying attention to you. There's not even a second. There's not even a second. The numberless Buddhas, every second they think that they have to pay attention to you. They think of you. So they guide you. So then how to know that they got you. So that's the whole thing. Then here's the part. Here comes the Guru Rinpoche meditation, Guru Rinpoche practice. Meditation is that. To recognize, to meditate on that. So you see, so how you are guided. So so connection. The connection is the gurus. You see. How many one has or the one has one guru, or one has 100 guru, or 1,000 guru, or 1,000,000,000 gurus. Okay, so that. So anyway, so I talk how so anyway. So then after this, after Lama Tsongkhapa added this name, you see teaching Shakpa, so all the holy minders, directly seeing emptiness, equals meditation and emptiness is forever. You see the immovable forever. But at the same time, you see, seeing numberless sentient beings. Us, numberless sentient beings, all the needs and all the sufferings, all the wishes, all the intelligence, all the karma, every single details, as directly, exactly, without slight mistakes. Then a benefit, then able to benefit us all sentient beings. They call the our karma. See, so like that. Yeah. So see, at the same time. By manifesting numberless forms, pure for those who have pure mind, impure those who have impure mind. So that even from my animals, the animals, so the monkeys in form of monkeys, for the predators in form of predator, the form of maras, even the ghosts, the hungry ghosts. So then they form it to those. So like that, you see. So it's possible even different religions, you see, in their form. Muslims is in the form of Muslims, you do well. Then Christians is in the form of Christian in that aspect, you know, to benefit. So Buddha, so that is it. So there, so so even the Bodhisattva does that. So even the Bodhisattva, those high Bodhisattvas, even able to manifest and work for something like that. So therefore, no question for Buddha. You see, so there. So, even the Bodhisattva, you see, those 8 Bodhisattvas, 9 Bodhisattvas, 10 Bodhisattvas, most amazing what they can do, benefit something. In the Madhyamika commentary, which chapter it was, I'm not sure. 8 or 9. Forget now. So they mentioned about the I think they made it for the Bodhisattvas, Bodhisattvas, how they benefits in them is kind of was unimaginable. Yeah, the pores has realms and the pores, the whole body, the pores has realms. You see, then they are provided of those realms, and most just can't imagine. Can't imagine how those level of bodhisattvas benefits something brings in able to manifest as breeze, able to manifest as water, able to manifest even like those non-living things, able to manifest. Not only is he manifests as a pure for pure beings, impure beings to the impure, sentient beings to guide them. Not only that, it manifests in different sentient beings. They want to, that you see, not only that, but even you see, manifests in even those non-living things. Bodhisattvas, you see, benefits in it mentioned there. My commentary, the thing. I think. Yeah. So the some part of the not very last, but some part of the last chapter is there. So most amazing what they can do. Those Buddhas. So therefore, the Buddha, no question, Buddha. Buddha. Question is how even manifest those non-living things. Beneficent, can imagine what Buddha can do. Even the Buddhists are able to do that. So, so see, manifest fast and things. So, so see, so then, so they say, so see, so this is what. This is what we have to realize, discover from our side that you see so connection with the Guru, all those, in the Guru, in the God, the Guru's action as well, all those numbers, Buddhas, and then Buddha says they say, so that means the guidance, and then they say. The embodiment of all those numbers of Buddhas, so that so that so this is how we have to realize. This is how we have to realize from our side. So that you see, when we realize these, from bottom of your heart and stable, you see the realization. Then you have good devotion. Then you have good devotion realization. That you see, the one Guru is all the Buddha, number is Buddha. The one Buddha is number is. Well, how many Gurus do you have? That one Buddha is all that Guru. You see, and the one Guru is not all that number is Buddha. So that for you there is no Buddha. For you there is no Buddha. You see, for you there is no Buddha. There is no Buddha who is not Guru. There is no Buddha. You see, for you. See, and there's no guru who is not Buddha. You see, for you like that. You see. So see. So it's like see, how to say, it's like tea. You see the water and tea. Water and tea. You see the so wow. There's no tea. There's no tea without water. There's no tea. There's no tea which is not water. There's no water which is not. So tea. You see tea. Tea. There's no tea which is not water. There's no water which is not tea. So there. So yeah. So from your bottom of your heart, when you realize, when you have not realize a few days or a few hours, not that. You can feel that for a few hours. Few hours you feel that, then disappear. Few days, then disappear, not that. That is still a blessing of the Guru. Sign receive the blessing of the Guru. It is said by Papanga. But it's not the actual realization. Actual realization is something very stable that lasts a long time. See? So I mean, how you with that it to be stabilized and then continue to see until you continue up to enlightenment. That realization. See? So with that realization, you reach all the realizations. You see? Up to enlightenment. So that so that's why it's called root of the path to enlightenment. So without that, you won't have another realization. Up to enlightenment, you won't have all the realizations. Normally, even you practice very high tantra, dzogchen or dzogchen or whatever you see, something very high. This is very high teaching or very high whatever you see. If you practice, you can't complete tantra path. Even you may achieve some realizations there, some maybe generation or something, but can't actualize clear light. Can't actualize clear light, can't actualize the illusory body, the cause of Dhamma Kaya Rupa. You can't without the realization, good devotion. See, so those who have realization, see, those realization, who have realization bodhicitta, who have realization obviously, especially clear light, illusory body, no question. Wow, their good devotions are unbelievable. See, not just word, not just words. This is from the heart, real from the heart. This most important. What they always feel naturally, they all day and night, what naturally they feel. You see, the heart. You see, so not just word. So that's where, realization. What's that? 3 principal parts of the lumbering stuff. Wow, the good versions really, I mean, they can sacrifice their life for the Guru, you see. Those who realization like that, you see. So it's not kind of secondary thing. It's not kind of kind of a small thing in the life, not like that. You see, they become the most important thing in the life. You see, and those who have realizations, because of that, they have reached realization. So that then get a sense. So it's talk go to scale went this way. So it's the so every day remembering numberless Buddhas, there are numberless Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, they're working for you. Special numberless Buddhas. See your complete realization, who purified all the departments, growth, such development departments, and complete all the qualities, and they're working for numberless Buddhas working for you. That one is very important to remember every day. So therefore, then you're not alone, even though nobody comes to talk to you. Nobody comes to talk to you, and nobody says, "Oh, I love you," even nobody says to you that, even nobody comes to tell you that. But how you see, then you get so upset. Oh, nobody loves me. Or but how you see, anyway, numberless Buddhas always, every second, paying attention to thing of you, see, guiding you. That is so important. Then that connects to the Guru. There's no other way to point out except the Guru. You see, so on like that. You see, then you feel close to the Guru. You see, then it's just then you get inspired. Then you want to follow the Guru's advice. You see, then you know that's the advice of all the Buddha, advice of numberless Buddhas. You see, you come to know that. Then whom you're doing service is all the Buddha. Whom you're doing service is also numberless Buddhas. So you come to understand that. Okay, so that see. I think stop there. So then might come other times. So the group was setting. So, yeah. Anyway, just one quotation. I think from Pedro verse or something about Bajadaras mentioned there. Lama Geche, Kanye, many chibu. Lama Geche, Kanye, many chibu Bawacha. So this whatever pleases the Guru, Lama Geche, Kanye, do whatever pleases the Guru, do all that. Whatever displeases the Guru, don't do that. Then giving the reasons why. Definitely you will achieve the common and uncommon realizations in this life. So that's the reason. So why you do see whatever pleases Guru, then doing all that, whatever displeases, do not do that. So then you see, why? The common, uncommon, so the common, uncommon, the several realizations. So you will definitely achieve in this life. That's from, I think, a pretty very good person there. So since I came to these talks, as I mentioned, to conclude it. So that's see, so how one should practice, and so that, and then also succession Guru Yoga, you see, the succession Guru Yoga. Well, since I'm talking about this, the succession yoga, the long version is mentioned. Chodang tumong maluba, kunji sishin tembe jinroba, tonne ludan soja yonan the junior honan roba chinjilus. By seeing, achieving the sublime realization and common realization, common and sublime realization. Every single sublime realization and common realization, when you switch into general, it follows correctly devoting you the savior, you're going to go on the savior, you as the gurus, the gurus. When you switch into general, when you switch into general, by seeing this, then give up what's on, give up one's body and life. Even the life, completely, give up one's body and even one's life. Please bless me. See, to only please you, to do action, only only pleasing you, to the action only pleasing you. So that to the action only pleasing you. So that the so the question to grant blessings, see, that is relates everything, to be able to see, the achieving the sublime common realization, see, follows the correct devoting virtue, to correctly follows, it follows, it depends, it follows the correctly devoting the savior you. It's the savior you going to. So the other question blessing is also for these two purposes. Then the other ones are also able to give up the also body and even the life, and then and to do only action, to do action only pleasing you. That one. So the other question to grant blessing of that. So anyway, so that is another advice, how to practice. And then say, then also since I brought this subject, then I mentioned the two quotations. Since I came to this point, then the essential lecture says, Ling and the Yodita matter ring until I am free. So I'm relating to yourself. Until one is free from need karma, the negative karma obscuration. Until I'm free, until one is free from this negative karma obscuration. Even every single Buddha directly descended from the one soul. Sanjay Malu, Unsum Dunchayang. Sanjay Nawa, Dinyama Toba, Tsembejin Kucho, Tongames. So, except how you see, except the present appearance. It's ordinary appearance. Your present mind is ordinary, obscured. So how you see all this Buddha is just ordinary, ordinary being, just ordinary being. So ordinary being means having delusion, having suffering, having mistaken action. So that is the ordinary beings. So it's showing that, even it doesn't have, but it's showing that. You see. So that's the definition of ordinary being. So they see in that form, because your mind is obscured down, total obscured. So they say, Sanjay Madhu, most of the Jayam, Tajanama, the Yamato. Say, every single Buddha say, doesn't, every single Buddha you see directly descended from you, and then you see you have no fortune, to see supreme holy body adorned with the holy signs, exemplifications. So the 32 holy and the 80 holy exemplifications. You don't see that, except the except the present appearance, which is the ordinary appearance. You see, ordinary being, all the having delusion, having suffering, having mistaken action. You see, because your mind is because you see your view is that. Why? Because because your mind is ordinary mind, and not pure ordinary mind. It's obscure mind. So you have only that view. So see, so that's it. So 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 manifested. You see, the enlightened being, but you see, one was manifesting that. You see, by manifesting, you see, the pure form, holy body having sign, or it holy holy exemplification, so forth. You see, somebody can do that. Those deities forms like that. You see, you cannot see directly. You cannot see directly. So that with that aspect cannot guide you directly. With that aspect cannot guide you directly. You see. So their numbers are these, but you can't see your mind obscure, you can't see them directly, so they can't guide you directly. So they you see. So therefore, then the ordinary this is the guru, the ordinary aspect, then guide you directly. You see, can give you teaching directly, and can give you vows directly, and give you advice directly. So whatever you see, whatever is wrathful, peaceful, whatever needed, you see. So therefore, the guru is more kinder than numberless Buddhas. The reason is that guru is kinder than numberless Buddhas. So the reason is that the 6 Sense Yoga is says, you see. So that there was one, when we came to Australia, maybe the first time, I think, to do that course in Diamond Valley. So this is Australia, right? We're in Australia now. I wasn't sure. I'm not so sure where we are. And this, so the Diamond Valley course, so when we came, the first time we came to Australia. So there's so I think third course, Dr. Nikki and H. came. Third course, and then fourth course, I think Tom and Kathy. Is that right? Tom and Kathy. Okay. So fourth course, Tom and Kathy came. So then anyway, so they invited. I don't know when we came, but somewhere around that. So they invited. So they bought. Introduced me. Now see, they bought this place. 4 of them bought the place as an investment, so that they can go around the world, and this is the investment. So when they achieve enlightenment, then they want to sell the land. Not joking. I'm joking. So anyway, so they invite us. Yeah. So that's so we were doing course Diamond Valley, yeah. So about 300 people at the beginning. So anyway, there was no house, so they built small hut, small on the hillside. You see, cut trees. So outside this same bush, because under the cover, so cut then build a room. So on the other side, Lama, this side myself. So the inside all the walls are very clean. I say, the white pepper, what's it called? The white pepper. When you do packing, when you do packing cups, things that you have this, stuff on this. So put stuff all around. Or floor is wood. Yeah. So Lama. Then you see. Then what do you call that? Balcony. The small balcony outside. Veranda, yeah. Small veranda. You come out, small balcony. So there's a stove, where we make food. Stove there. At the other end of the balcony. So anyway, but very nice house. So then the toilets outside, where you carry the toilet when they're full, completely full, coming out. You see, then the I don't know the name. I don't know the name of the person. Was one couple who brings Tibetan tables, carved Tibetan tables. They should bring their tent in the course. Huh? Good. That's his name? Huh? That's his name? Oh, I see. There's one couple who are who bring Tibetan tables carved, in the Bomba. I think I remember during the wedding, during the Dornick's brother, Rinpoche. So Lama did a wedding in the tent, the same tent. So I remember those tables carved, Tibetan tables carved. So anyway, he comes up and then brings the toilet completely full, water run out. They put in the car, put in the truck or something. Anyway, he and somebody else, I don't remember. He and somebody else, 2 people. They probably. So that's not the main part. So so there was one guy. I think he runs. So the course here. I think there's quite distance, some distance to the kitchen. There's one guy, very tall person, long hair and long nose, and I've forgotten it. I know his face, but I don't know his name. I've forgotten his name. So he was supposed to start a center somewhere. I don't know where. It's called, I think probably it's called Ganapati Center. So he got a Ganapati statue from Lama, I think. Ganapati Center. I don't know why Ganapati, I'm not sure that time, but Ganapati. I think he may have got a statue from Lama. Sure. So anyway, so he works for the kitchen to bring things. And he's very tall. So he was. So when we came to Sydney, then I'm not going to talk about the custom place there. There's a text time. So anyway, the airport custom, the first day they came, was my mandala with the rice, you see. So anyway, doesn't matter. So anyway, I mean, those custom people. quite smart. They ask, did you pack up these things? Of course, I don't think I really packed up. And they ask, next question is, do you know what you have? Yeah, so they ask us. So I think probably that time is then, of course, very new. Very new Buddhist monk. I think very new in Australia. I think not now become more common, but a little bit more familiar. But the time, very first time. So they spread out my mandala. See, and it come to mandala. So those some rice. So then he wrote down my name and Genesis Institute. You see, so he put in the, I think, computers. The post, you see, the post there. They put it in the poster, in the post. So then I was there. I thought I don't mind. If you can practice Dharma, be in prison, doesn't matter. I was standing. You see, while I was standing at that table, I was thinking that. I thought I don't mind. As long as you can practice Dharma. Then then one person came. I think maybe one high person came, and then he asked the person. One guy came, and then he said, "It doesn't matter. Let's go." Then he said, "Don't." He said, and then the person said, "Don't bring next time like this." So then I have a bottle. Probably you know what it was. That one bottle. So that looks like that looks like rainwater. Looks like rainwater. With the earth with the dust. Looks like that. You see, but it's not. I mean, there's an inner offering. Inner offering that I use for the practice the self-initiations. So that time I was not lazy, so I do some short sentences as much as one can. So this bottle contains my root guru, his own son, which is PP. Because before I left Dharamsala, I didn't go, but I sent a request to give some PP, So Rinpoche, his own son, which sent up hot, I think just very fresh. So when it arrived to Shita, still hot. So that is mixed with the inner offering. The pill, the precious pill, the blessed, many relics, many hundred more. Right? So it's that. So then the Akashan said, "What is this?" He said. So, I said water. But they didn't open. They didn't open and smell, and they didn't that. So I did get. They didn't throw away. So I didn't get to see. So anyway, that was the first time. So anyway, when the Chinese, there's Chinese Buddhist Chinese I think society there. So Lama gave some initiation or some talk there. They requested. So so anyway, so this tall guy is supposed to write. The Lama dictated, and he's supposed to write. You see, the Chinese meditation. So they were supposed to send to Chinese the society in Sydney. So so Lama was dictating him. So this is the main talk actually. So all that is just All that is just blah blah blah. Okay, so so this one, so the guy said, the guy told Lama, the Lama was explaining the visualization of the Genesis. You see, so the Lama, then this guy says, this is I know you, I don't know about Genesis, who is Genesis, I don't know, but I know you. But I know you. I don't know about Genesis. So with that aspect, you see, he was saying, but I know you. So it's just like that. That you see what he said. You see, so I'm saying that. So whom you can see directly. Who can guide you directly. You see, so because you can see directly, so with the ordinary mind, because with this manifest ordinary aspect, so you can see directly. So then that can guide you. So it's guided directly. See like that. So. So what I mentioned before, all that is can trace it directly to. So so therefore therefore the virtual friend, you see the ordinary aspect, you see the showing, having delusion, having suffering, having mistakes in action, you see. So each of these ordinary aspects, the ordinary aspect, say, manifest the ordinary aspect that you're able to see directly. So now this is the most precious one in your life, the most precious, the kindest, most precious, kindest one. One was like fulfilling all your wishes for happiness. So all the happiness from beginning of birth came from these gurus, and all the present happiness you receive from these gurus, all the future life happiness, every single comfort, even the pleasure, comfort in dreams. So even when you feel hot, cool air passes through and you feel comfortable. See, including that, all the present, all the future happiness. Receive from the guru, see, this guru. Then ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara, you receive from the gurus, and the full enlightenment you receive from these gurus. So every realization of the path to liberation, enlightenment you receive from these gurus. So how you see every single aspect of that, the ordinary aspect, you see, showing having delusion, having suffering, mistakeness. So you can see that, so that you can see directly and to see what guidance you see. So even as the advice you say that. So the most precious, most unimaginable, precious, and kindest, like that to say, and in every second, there is in your life most precious, kindest, that is the most we are wishing all the happiness. So that from whom you receive all the past, from beginning to the present, future, all the happiness, you see, that you see. So it's very good. So it's very good to see. So there is good to see that. Then see the ordinary aspects, having delusions, suffering, misery, in order to guide you, see. Your mind is obscure, because your mind is obscure, so you can see only you can't see more pure than this. You don't come to see you. Your mind is not pure to see more pure than that, you see. So like that's it. Can't see from what day there's animal custom all these deities, you see. So therefore this most kind precious. So you count with the mala, you see, this is the most precious, how this kindness, how the most precious kindness is. So the most precious and the kindest, was wish frame, most wish frame. So the kindest, most precious and most feeling. All your wish, all the happiness of those feelings. So like that, you see. So, so you see, reality Buddha, so that you see. So it's very good to say, to to develop your, to say, to develop the good devotion, so that so that you see, so that whenever one sees mistakes, you see, it does. So it say. It doesn't become say, it doesn't become obstacle to lose your faith, it doesn't become that. So yeah, it doesn't become obstacle to lose your faith and to lose everything, nothing like that. It only develops faith. This way only develops faith, you see. Stronger, so it only develops faith. Good question. See that way. So say, so there's two methods. You see, the seeing the mistake in the guru. You see, to instead of you see, causing to lose faith, everything. You see, your realization of the experiences. You see, so that then to use that mistake, seeing mistake, to develop devotion within you. So that so to develop devotion, you see. So think that you see, the that you see is because one's mind is so obscure, you see, mistaken, so obscure. So then, so then you see, say, so the only what you can see is only mistaken aspect, the ordinary aspect, So they were showing these mistakes purposely showing the mistakes. You see. So the so that you can see all the guidance, Yes, yeah. So that so that so here is it costs only to develop devotion, so losing is all cost just to develop strong devotion. You see, then you see, then it makes you appreciate, how so kind it is, showing the mistakes. You see, to answer with that. How so kind it is. You see, so you see all that kindness. Most unbelievable kindness. You will see that. Then you see. So the other one is that. So the mistake what you see is a view of your own ordinary mind. You see, view of your own ordinary mind, your own mistaken mind. It's a view of your own ordinary mind. So that so like the previous one is you use that to appreciate kindness. You see the thing kindness. Because because without this ordinary aspect, showing delusion, suffering, mistakeness, without this, you are totally lost. You are completely, totally guideless. You are completely lost in samsara. So see, like the baby left out in the hot desert. You see, baby left out there. So that you see, and there's nobody there. Baby left out in hot desert, or in the forest. You see, or in the forest nighttime. But there's a lot of tigers and many vicious animals. Or so no light, nothing. You see, there's no way to escape like that. You see, so your life is completely guideless, totally lost. So so you see, so just think, you see, just think, without guru, without guidance at all. How about your life? How would it be your life is now? Think, see. See, that's good to remember. How you feel that? Without gurus, without guide, virtuous friend, see, showing path to enlightenment, liberation. I mean, happiness, future life, liberation, enlightenment. That. So you see, correct path to happiness. Even just that. Correct path to happiness. Correct means to happiness, even to achievement. You see, even that. See. So total lost. Knows nothing. Like totally blind. Completely blind. Knows nothing. No understand karma. Nothing. You see, to attempt to create correct cause of happiness. Nothing. There's no knowledge. Totally wrong view. So, you see. So no difference from animal. No difference from the sheep and goat and the the cows. So no difference at all. Attitude is just on this life, nothing else. This life happiness, nothing else. You see, nothing else. What you're looking for is only the happiness life. The temporary, this temporary. This is just this life. So, so how you feel that? You see, is that. So what? So so you see, even one has even one has great knowledge of Western knowledge. You see, science or all that things. Even no matter how much knowledge one has, but the attitude is just no different from the animals. You see, just this life, just your own this life happiness. So something from the worms. No difference from the worms, from the ants, or from this. So, what about the education one has? So, see. So when you're dying, the day when you're dying, all those education, there's nothing that can benefit at the time of death. There's nothing there. There's nothing there you can use at the time of death. There's nothing there. You see, to purify the karma or to protect from rebirth from the lower realms. There's nothing there. Nothing there to make the mind virtue. There's nothing there. So you see all that. So so if one didn't, if one did not learn, the Guru didn't teach Dharma. So it's like that. So see. So so it's very sad, have human body, shape human body, but mind, you see, not so the attitude is, you see, nothing special, nothing different from the animals like that, the lower realm. So anyway, so so it's very good to think back and see, now and back, you see, without knowing Buddhism, how it was, you see, so that how the life is, how the karma, how the result, you see, how the future life is going to, besides no enlightenment, no liberation from samsara, all that, not even happiness, future life, see, like that. So anyway, so sort of saying that this is just to give some small ideas, things like that. So anyway, so see, such an actor has mentioned that. So intellect, one is free from the evil, the negative kind of obscuration, and even every single Buddha, even every single Buddha descent, even every single Buddha descent. Even every single Buddha descent directly to in front of me. I have no fortune to see the Supreme Holy Body eternal holy science exemplifications, except the present appearance, its ordinary appearance. See, having the delusion, having the suffering, mistaken action like that. So. So what I was going to say is the Pamas, no, 50 Lama's quotation. So what I was saying, when you see the mistakes in the Guru, then the first one to develop devotion by thinking kindness of Guru. Okay, so show kind mistakes. To develop devotion. Okay, the second one is about the 50 Lama said is ransom law to Shangwalas. In the view of the pervaded mind, ransom law to Shangwala. Pervaded law. Huh? Yeah. All the wrong consciousness, all the wrong consciousness. Temayina tebe, temayina te zimbi sheba. So the so temayima tenang touche. So while this amount is white, but it's appeared red or yellow or something. That's true. But you believe it's the colors of the amount is red or blue. You see, yeah, blue, red. Yeah, the mind is lost. Perverted mind. So is it? Is that what you're saying? What did you say? Oh, yeah. Ransom Lord in the view of the perverted mind, Ransom Lord Rangjuan Lame Jabar Shawakun. All your mistakes appeared in the Guru's action. Rangjuan Lame Jabar Shawak. All the appearance, your mistake, that you are mistake. Your mistake appeared in the Guru's action. So all that appearance, but realizing that was a mistake. But realizing that is also a mistake. Then abandon like person. So with the person nearby is the person with the cause death. So immediately without delay you cast away, you see, so then like here like this, you see. realizing this, mistake that you see, realizing this is your own mistake. What mistake what you see in the Guru is your own mistake. By realizing this, then cast away like poison. So bad. So you think this when you see mistake, your own mistake. See. So it manifests in the Guru's action. See. So so you see. Then you see, then is negative thought, heresy, anger, negative thoughts to the Guru. Then it's banned. You see, doesn't happen. You see, when you think that all the heresy, anger, negative thoughts to the Guru, then you see, thrown away, cast away. See, so that even there was, you see, or it helps to not rise. Okay, so that. So here you are protected. So thinking this way, as Peter Lama advised, you are protected. You see, so it doesn't destroy your devotion. You see, like that. So it doesn't become an obstacle to your realization. You see, convince you can develop realization like that. Yeah. See. So yeah, so I stopped there. So I just finished the 7 what I have to say. So the yeah, then they say, yeah, the say the what's it? Yeah. So maybe mention this anyways. Since I came to this subject, the Java and Sapa mentioned. Java and Sapa, you see, we achieved enlightenment in a brief lifetime of digital time. You see, as I someone which often says, with very eating as a with very comfortable, not like Milarepa, eating this food and comfort with each enlightenment. So someone which often says that. So that, but why is not someone which saying this is because that is praising Lama Tsongkhapa's teaching. You see, is that. So anyway, so Java and Sava said, you see, in short, whether you generate great realization or small realization, this is due to whether you generate great devotion or small devotion. May I able to say, look at the Mundu June, Chanda Lama, the qualified guru, originator of all the attainment, originator of all the realizations. See, originator, from whom you receive all the realizations, all the attainment. So from Guru devotion up to enlightenment, okay, all the every single attainment realization. So from you receive Mundu June, Chanda Lama. So looking at that guru with the qualities, no mistakes. To keep this as a hard practice. See, deep in the heart, see, the main practice, to keep this as deep down in the heart, the main practice, okay? So praying, see, to that. And then secondly is to complete such this pledge. such this commitment. So this is our Insaba's advice. So this, so so this is what we need to remember every day. You know, I think. So though there is the conclusion. So however, I now here I make however I make the last conclusion. If this is the practicing group version. If you say so basically, see, if you want the success of all the happiness this life, happiness of future lives, liberation from samsara, enlightenment, and not only your happiness, and then liberate numberless hell beings, hungry worlds, animals, human beings, numberless suras, asuras, from the oceans of samsara sufferings, and bring every numberless beings from each realm, see, to a full enlightenment, Oh, so if you want to that, in the practical version. One of the reasons that if this is what you want to achieve, then in the practical version. So this is what I would say. But generally, the reason why I say at the beginning all the happiness, because you see, if there's some damage happening, this you see, there's a rock bar, is a mistake. Then you see it affect. So this, then you can not only count each realization, not only that, but so much catastrophes, you know, like so. I mean, many sicknesses, many catastrophes, like constantly like. Become many problems in life, this life, and then I see the most terrifying death, isn't it? You see, so even this life, then future lives, you see, the Lord realm, you see. So also the in Nyawanarme, the inexhaustible, the realm, you see, in the number 8 hotel. This so. Just in the negative karma, you don't get reborn there. Only the heaviest negative karma, then you get reborn there. You see, like the guru, particular, like the heaviest karma created with guru. Brought smile, raised heavy anger, and all that to the Christian. So after having met Dharma connection, receive initiation or receive the oral transmission, or after you met Dharma connection, Guru desire, then give up. When it doesn't fit your desire or your self-mind, then just give it up. So that you see, so those are heavy karma. So those then result to be born those hell realms. You see, so what is it? So it's so anyway, like that, you see. Then you see, and then so much also. So one doesn't meet guru, can't find guru in the future lives. Can't find guru. Even other people, even the other people find guru, but you can't find guru. See, somehow see. Hundreds of thousands, in the future I can't find guru. See, so that so that this happen can't find guru. There is a quotation from Sense Nectar, I don't remember. can find guru in the future lives. You see, but unbelievable time. That then it is said that it is said that you see. Even the even the guru is something. You see, very selfish, very bad tempered. You see, something very cruel. Something. You see, even it's very cruel, very selfish, very cruel. Something. But from the disciple side, you see, if one devote correctly devote, you see, by looking at the Buddha, by looking at the Mithya, by looking at it, you see, Shakyamuni Buddha, Mithya Buddha, Tara, how you see, by looking at the Buddha, if one disciple side, one correctly devote, you see, then in the future life, you will meet Guru like Mithya Buddha. In the future life, you will meet Guru like Mithya Buddha, Guru like, you see, Manjushri, like that, you see. This life, if you do it like that, even from the side of the Guru, even though it's very cruel, very impatient, all that, but you see. So you see, but one devote correctly by looking at Buddha, then you see, then next life you will see, you will find Guru like Mithya, like Manjushri, like Mithya Buddha, like that you see, they mentioned, you see. So, so the, how to say that? See, even the, you know, yeah. So depending on how much devote you say, I want to look at it, Bodhisattva, that much blessing you receive and realization. And you look at the Buddha, then that much you see, and then you say, see high realization, some blessings, great blessings you receive. So then things like that you see. So however, it is said from the disciple, even the guru is even the guru is born in hell, but the disciple, you see, correctly, the disciple who is a human realm, correctly devote as Buddha, you see, then you see even the guru is not Bodhisattva, but guru, but disciple can become Bodhisattva by devoting correctly. Then Buddha disciple can become Bodhisattva and can become Buddha. You see, like that. So this is the so but so that so so as I said before. So if you want to liberate numberless sentient beings from oceans of samsara suffering and bring them to enlightenment, then you need to achieve light, or then you need to practice good devotion. That's what I say. That's easy. Or say, what do you want? What do you want to do this or not? Depends on your goal. If your goal is this, then you need to do this. So then like that. So if you want to become professor, doctoral professor, then you need to see from the primary schools, all that you have to go through, and all that, and higher, they go to university, get all this education. So otherwise, you see, it doesn't happen. It's similar like that. You see, so I stop here. So conclusion is that if you want to make your life most meaningful, what does it mean? Then that's the question. Same or meaningless or meaningful, how you want. Yeah, and stop here. No, ndage chinye sabe gewa di tendang zhuwa gun la kangbian dang jie ba le jie zo lo san zhao ba yi dian bian nian bo jun do zo jie yo. The past, present, future merits collected by material merits collected by numberless beings, collected by numberless beings, and collected by numberless beings and Buddhas. May the Bodhicitta be actualized with our heart, with the family members, all of us here, then all the family members, anybody, any sentient being who has connection to you, even animals, the people, anybody, different ways connected to you. In all their heart, in the heart of all the students in the FPMT, and all the benefactors of projects and the centers, and all the benefactors here, and then so the great Stupa and the center and the monastery and all the benefactors, and then those who served the organization in the past. Everybody who served the organization, the FPMT in the past, who are serving now, who rely upon me for my promise to pray, which them is given to me. And then in the heart of all numberless sentient beings, Buddhism to be generated in whose heart Buddhism generated to be increased. These are the past benefits, marriage, number of sins, made the Buddha to be actualized, especially in the hearts of the leaders of the world, especially leaders in China and all the population there, and in the hearts of the Muslims and all those countries where there's so much wars and killings, and then so all those countries, and then the countries so much suffering. Those in the hearts of those leaders and the hearts of those people. Okay, without delaying second. 창조 샘조 rinpoche 마제 반음제 여제 제와 냠바 메바이 공도에 배어쇼 Made the bodhicitta, I do all 3 times, made it from 3 times, number 17, made the bodhicitta be actualized in the hearts of the people who follow different religions in this world. They made this world filled with perfect peace happening, no religious war. And those goes on for 1,000 years or 100 years or so they do not religious war, so harmonious peace, and may everybody live their life only benefiting each other, no harm, no slight harm. Whatever they do, they may become only cause for enlightenment, then the happiness for all sentient beings. Okay? 창조 샘조 rinpoche 마제 반음 제조제 제와 냠바 매바예 공내 공도에 배와쇼 가리 라베 고베 이신가 데 벤당아얀데 와야 마르 중베네 제레 세와에 땡제 자보에 자베 세데야 바도야 to fulfill so all the essence of holy wishes that prayer.
Page 324.
Number 3 number Dona gumbo jere siwang se je jawe changa gang je yong so ja je ma la gang se so much prayers in the presence of the Buddha Bodhisattvas and for the Tibet, you see, so all those prayers were actualized for Tibet, you see, as that the difference with Tibet was that. Due to all the past, present, future merits collected by oneself, three times merits collected by number of the Buddhas, and may oneself, may one's the family members, or all of us here, or and everybody who came in the past to hear the center, this center, and all that, all will come in the past, will come now, will come in the future. All the benefactors and those things. There is an organization. All the students and all the benefactors, all the projects and the centers and those who served the organization in the past was serving now, will be serving in the future. So may all of us and everybody in this world we are maybe guided by Lama Tsongkhapa, being Mahanta direct guru, and never separated away from the pure path, which is the mind of all the Buddhas. So it makes complete actualize the path. What Lama Tsongkhapa has explained is actualized. What Guru Sharma is actualized the path. Tera Gundo Jawa Tsongkhapa, Techo Shinyin Musun, Zebe, the Java, Ngabwe Lamsan, Tenye, Lakaji Zaya, Avara Manjuro, did all the past, did all the past, did all the past, present, future marriage, correct by one, three time marriage, correct by number of things which Buddhas. There's but yeah, one soul, one soul being in this, one soul was a family member, being in this universe, just merely being in this universe, and merely being in this world and this country, Australia, and so forth, the country, see, and area, and the central the houses there. And then all those people, citizens, live in this universe, this world, this country, the area, this is the house, and all those, and they find faith in the karma, devotion to Buddha Dharma Sangha, actually like bodhicitta, then it's and then then when nobody in this world, in this universe, this world is this world is countries, so like that. When nobody experience war, famine, disease, torture, economic problems, dangers, fire, disease, dangers of fire, water, air, earthquake, tsunamis. When nobody experiences forever, wherever there's danger to happen, this may be pacified immediately. Due to all the past, due to all the past, present, future marriage collected by 3 times marriage collected by numberless sentient beings and Buddhas, that which exists, but which is merely labeled by mind, which is merely labeled by the mind. But the I who exists, but was merely labeled by the mind. Achieve the Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is exists, but which is merely labeled by mind. and lead all the sentient beings who exist but merely labeled by mind. Through that, Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which exists but which is merely labeled by mind. By myself alone, who exists but who is also merely labeled by mind. I dedicate all the merits to be able to follow holy experience. These Buddhas, some of the Bhadam and as the realizes, I dedicate all the merits, and by 3 times Buddhas have dedicated their merits. So this is abbreviation of the King of Prayer. This is some of the Bhadam prayer. Then please dedicate the Lama of teaching, be spread in all the flourish forever in this world, become exercise in everyone's heart, and then in the hearts of all the students, of those supporters, and then those sort of organizations, serving now, who will be serving in the future, and everyone's heart systematic here. Okay? 世界教我做我的做做当班的我，我家在买些我在家买，我穿我在世界在这里来天的叫我来在这吧。天把有人帮助。
Page 328. 我徒最战心相滚教为电金根表为滚作多不在确顺归为了门徒主百大岁度皆根度下den修。
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So may the following be reborn in a pure land, or gain a perfect human rebirth, meet with the Mahayana Guru, and quickly achieve enlightenment. Marie, Benguigi, Jean Hill, Ryan Gosher, Eugene Lucas, Jigmin Nobu, Leslie Smith, Thomas Kelm, Wang Qishen, Ong Ling Peng, Archie Martin, Frank McGuire, Genevieve Coleman, Larry Miller, Dick Boo, Franz von Neuenheitz, Zhang Rao Lu, Len Damdin, Naon Choda, Yoshiko Tamanaha, Frida Klein, Ryan Manuden, Riet Vandenap, David Coates, Alexander Anselini, Elaine Allen, Tango Hui, Ojil Joy, Christopher Potts, Marita Key, Michael Quave, Christian Klomp Alsma, Christopher Richardson, Christine Constantina, Thomas Guveno, Mary Baker, Mary Mutu Kubasami, Agnes Fernandez, Alan Mallet, Doris Johnson, Carly Basotti, Janet Archibald, Yam Siu Hua, Tenzin Lama, Tenjie Ho, Jesse Aitken, Li King Tian, Xavier Leslie Fitzner, Jean-Luc Le Pen, Hank Cinnamon, Arthur Hastorp, and Greg Dewsnap. Jordan Pierce, Beverly Edlick, Frank Pullen, Ron Ryan, Susie Cameron, Adele Chima and Eddie Chima, Brigitte Zydax, the victims of the Japanese earthquake and tsunami, Ian Moyle, Paul Alexandrovich, Leo Cooper White, Cynthia Suter, Alessandro Trombetti, Shadwin the dog, Shura the dog, and Elizabeth Fung. May the following benefit from our prayers: Ken Rinpoche, Lama Lundrup, Veronica Batsnick, Kathy Boyle, Meg French, Renee Kerr, Reese Rogers, Wilfred Baker and parents, Maria Fubio, Patrick Curran, Diane Colbert, Sonia Montgomery, Isabella Thompson, Colin Morrison, Hazel Shaw, Mr. and Mrs. Wong Soo Ki, Troy Beck, Isaac and family, Julie Close, Patricia Korova, Huang Tai and Min Ku, Mark Rostox, Sybil Netz, Marianne Baillieu, very ill with cancer, Catherine Hulse, Liz Luden, Valerie Schrader, Alexandra Stockdale, Sheila Ryan, Jock Dawson, Shan Howie, Ian Telford and Graham Dawes, Jeremy Brooke, Quinny and Venetia, Jenny Overend, Stephen Gibson, Betty Palmer, Claire Butler, Joe Delvitis, Bronwyn Barak, Marcel Bertels, Satsa Vero, Jack Langham, Wayne Knight, and Benji, the unwanted, unloved cat, too frightened to let people near him, needs healing and a permanent loving home. Marcel Grenier, Monica Mulhern, and Fred Short. May the benefactors of Tupan Shedablinga Monastery, a teacher centre in the Great Stupa, and their families enjoy good health, long life, and happiness.
So I ought to add more names. Can I add more names? Yeah. More names. How many? Last going to add, in a recent time, there was quite a bit of rain, for many days rain in America, Santa Cruz or in the areas afterwards. So I went to teachings or initiations or things you see, Bajapani or the language brothers, Georgia, so we come back late night, you see. So then there was many worms, especially the road near to a house, you see. Especially there are a lot of worms. So many late nights, many times our nuns at the house, the Sambo and Tsering and Roger and so they picked up everything. Many times pick up the worms in the road because of that. Even just short from the main road, from the road where other people can't go, then to the house. You see, so many. It takes half hour or less or something. So the house people picked worms many times before going out or something. Many times did that. Then we collected it in the container, and then she bring up in the house. Secondly, around the 20 taras, and upstairs, Buddha's relics, those relics I brought here. So then I tried with that because I didn't pick up the ones so they did. They all be hardship to pick up. So then I tried to check the much of the times is I take around to Tara and Stupa from China, as you met, and fill up there, say, those relics, the precious mantras were there. Then upstairs with the relics, so that didn't put put out. But I think within each month, I think three times liberating. Huh? What? Huh? 3 times. Okay. 3 times liberating. We buy worms from the from the market, which they sell for fishing. So we buy them. Several. How many hundreds? Several hundred. Few hundred. So we buy the do the animal liberation. See, there's a Stupa built backside. Very beautiful Stupa, and with many statues around. So so the house announced there. Sometimes people come from outside, you see there, and then they do the practices and the chant mantra, bless water. Also, there's water that's normally blessed, and then put over the worms to purify them. There, take it around, you see, as much as they can, so that. So they're thinking. So I think we even though we picked up many times, but then there are worms in the road. I think we killed. See that. So I think so I asked to make 10 stupa. Those worms who were killed in the car. 10 stupa to purify the karma. She did to help them. I think then and I also did some namjalma purification. Not all the time, but some that. So anyway, please include all those worms that in the car. Okay. One time I was going to Geshe Sopa's center, the medicine, and then there was many insects. You see, in nighttime driving, then many insects. The flies, they can attract the light and die. So then in the hotel, so I asked, what was that? Paula, what was his name? What's his name? Paula and what? Roger Paula. Raja and Paula. So Paula was not that. Raja. So I was to do, I think he did self-initiation. I think about many candles. Did offering, bought many candles and to practice, for all those who died, attracting the lights. You see, so maybe the king of prayer or something. So that. So you visualize the medicine Buddha, okay, and then nectar beams immediately purify all the names, those who died and those who are sick or whatever you see, or problems, purified. purified. Those who died purified the karma development. Okay? Then those people who are sick or who have problems, whatever, were purified. Okay, that. So makes 100% just rely on okay? So they see. Then so then yeah. Pray, but you pray too strong, pray to medicine, but that all the people died, then, and those people died, see, Lebanon, and probably this, I don't know the news, but many people dying now in many countries, a lot of demonstrations, and this is Japan people died, so many people died. So that, including the name is mentioned there, and all those worms, okay? Did you say? If all the past, present, future merit is corrected by 3 times, merit is corrected by numberless intimates Buddhas, okay? May they immediately, may they get liberated from the Lord. May they immediately be born pure and will they get enlightened. May they receive perpetuity, may they receive perpetuity. Even the body, may the perfect call mana go mana. Teaching is may they achieve enlightenment as quick as possible. That, okay? So pray to medicine Buddha to happen this immediately. And all the sick people, they image get recovered, have most meaningful life. By Sri Bodhicitta, the most meaningful life in achieving enlightenment in this life as possible. Okay. So the other people, whatever difficulties they have, all the physical and mental sufferings, all the problems that were solved immediately, healed immediately. Sri Bodhicitta and the achieving enlightenment as quick as possible. Never get upon Lord. No, if you know, you can do prayer.